I don't really think nobody fucking with me anyway, you know what I'm saying? 24 fucking hundred. I come from that fucking block. I been out that Johnny up and up that cutter. If we cannot get.
Welcome back. We back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to a Red Tree Stories video. Killer truck driver realizes he was caught on cam. Nigga, if it was on the truck dash cam, brother, you're cooked. I don't know nigga, why would you even put a dash cam in you doing crimes? And if you was doing crimes on the highway and you got cooked, damn. Also, it would have to be a gas station, right?
Back in 2020, 48-year-old truck driver Jimmy Allen Schooner was brought in as a suspect in the disappearance and presumed murder of Harvey Huber. Harvey had gone missing shortly after a heated argument with Jimmy, who had a long criminal record that included assault, solicitation of murder, kidnapping, and aggravated robbery. Because of Jimmy's past and the altercation, police suspected his who had a long criminal record that included assault, solicitation of murder.
Nigga, you pay somebody to get somebody knocked off the map? Nigga, how the fuck is you man? How are you free? How are you free?
Kidnapping and aggravated robbery. Because of Jimmy's past and the altercation, police suspected his involvement.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
What what's up, dude? Me?
Texas Ranger.
I'm going in for live.
I'm doing good.
So Georgetown PD called me.
Yeah.
And I came in earlier today to help them out. And anyway, I want to talk to you, Jimmy.
Go ahead.
Would you mind sitting up and talk to me for a minute, man?
I meditate when it makes me think better.
You meditating?
Yeah, when I'm listening to you.
All right.
Nigga, you don't make good decisions. He don't never meditate. Clearly.
You're not under arrest. All right. You're not being detained.
I'm not gonna run.
All right, no, I know.
I'm going right back to work.
I hear you.
Towing cars.
Come here.
I know.
And they probably told you I live off nothing. I don't.
You live off beans and
yeah.
anything you get your hands on.
Yeah.
Beans and rice?
Just like
I
that.
still live like
pork,
the
beans and rice.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
So how long you been driving a truck, dude?
About 10 months.
Do you like
I started on April the 29th of last year, but I quit for 5 days. Cool, had an issue. I was getting a truck and stuff.
Yeah.
Now I work good for Drake. I live a unorthodox life.
Right.
I tow cars, night, day, I would dead sleep. I sleep sitting up in the truck. I have the bare necessities, what I need. 3 sweatshirts, 3 sweatpants, 4 pair of wool socks, 2 ski masks for the cold, not for rock.
Bitch, yeah. And that was an inverted mute. But what the fuck is he talking about? That nigga said 2 ski masks, brother. And the fact that you immediately then said not for robbery. Bitch, what the fuck? You called them ski masks. Brother, I'd have been like 2 baklavas. I'm cultured. Fuck you talking about. Also, I kind of like that he got the low maintenance lifestyle, but at the same time, bro, I'm realizing, nigga, you need better self-health though, brother. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you need to worry about yourself. I know you like, yeah, I got the basic necessities. Nah, sometimes you gotta do a little bit more for yourself than that. Yeah. Self-maintenance is a thing that'll keep you from doing shit like this. Like, nigga, you living this meager-ass lifestyle, bro. Fuck that.
And I in dead sleep, I sleep, I do it like a soldier.
Yeah.
Brother, no.
I carry a piss bottle, I piss in.
Oh,
Brother, and then if we go somewhere, I got
this one, you still in jail. You're not in jail.
Somewhere, I have to get, I got there and have to take a shit. I'll take a shit in that bottle.
Brother, no.
In the detergent bottle. But I have a hole in the top where gas, so the air gas, because if you keep it tied up and it don't have no air, it'll explode.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know about that.
I mean, I'm like
so they was making bombs.
You're like a
that's
fucking
all I
machine.
just heard, brother.
I mean, just boom, boom, boom. That's crazy.
And I have no barrier.
Yeah.
Now, how many people you found live like that?
Dude, not many.
But I take ice cold showers outside. Ice cold with water.
You know what I'm saying?
And the hose?
Ice cold.
God. Dude, that's
ice.
I don't know about that ice cold shower.
So you don't have a house payment. You don't have no rent. I mean, you're
I don't pay rent. I never will pay rent.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. So you got a cell phone. You got a cell phone bill.
Yeah, cell phone bill.
So you just like, what other bills you got? I mean, hardly anything.
Don't tell him.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much pocketing.
The Ranger lets Jimmy talk freely for a while, hoping to make him more comfortable. He knows Jimmy had motive. He had been having an affair with Harvey's wife before Harvey vanished. However, with no body or murder weapon, the ranger realizes that Jimmy's confession is crucial to solving the case.
Man, that's... And did Harvey ever suspect anything, or
no?
Y'all just kept it real discreet.
Yeah, but he accuses her of cheating with Tim Burgess, whatever, or somebody that comes, works on the car. And then this other guy, but he drinks.
What about you?
He goes into a different mindset. He blackens out, accusing her, going to the Walmart gas station, going home, he goes and gets some water.
What would happen?
And he'll think,
I don't think those shit exists no more. I'm keeping a whole stack.
He said, "You in there with your Sanchita? I mean, your Sancho?"
No shit.
Where'd that come from?
So this dude's is he a drunk or what?
He functions during the day, but then sometimes he just drink and.
What about Baron Davis?
He just gets crazy.
He's a good guy, but it's just. I think the shop drove him to insanity.
Really?
Dealing with the pressure of the shop and the property taxes are high there. So you have these businesses, they're not, you got overhead, you got property tax, and then when the business gets slow, it hurts your business.
You can't pay your bills. It's hard.
What they got to do with me disappearing?
Yeah.
So he never suspected nothing then. I mean, y'all just kept it super discreet.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. So does Melissa enjoy spending time with you more than Harvey? Does she feel safer with you? Is that?
She trusts me with her life.
She does.
Weird.
I love her.
She seems like a good woman, Jimmy.
Weirder. I ain't gonna lie, the Texas be spinning because she seems like a good woman.
She seems like a damn good woman.
All right, brother.
She deserves a good man that's not gonna get drunk and treat her like shit. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? It's well funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all funny as hell, boy.
Does she tell you that Harvey's been ugly to her? I mean, does she want to leave that guy? I mean, what is she?
I asked her multiple times. I said, "Love, why do you stay with her?" I call her my love. I said, "Why do you stay with him, girl?"
Yeah.
I said, "It might be another 15, 18 years by the time he dies of drinking."
The conversation about the affair continues for another 10 minutes. Right? The ranger then decides it's time to ask Jimmy what he thinks happened to Harvey.
A whole lot of bullshit.
I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, that's the deal. I mean, we're trying to find this dude. I mean, he's missing.
But wait, and he's sober. He's calm and everything. But once he starts drinking,
when he's sober,
he molds into a different person.
He's like just complete changes. I mean,
he's just
two-faced. Like he's normal when he's.
It's like he goes into a different body, a different mindset. I don't go into Walmart unless it's late at night when the people are required to be at their house sleeping. So I don't have to go in. The scam to do leave.
Yeah.
Eat out of dumpsters.
No shit.
I eat scraps out of dumpsters. I just go in the dumpster.
Now see, buddy, wilding.
I got dumpsters. I go in there, get in the dumpster, give me scraps, meat. Yeah.
Whatever you can find.
Yeah.
Brother, you was getting to the bread. What happened?
I go in there. I used to work at McDonald's, and I know these places. I know the loophole. And I go get their stuff. I take it back, put it in a tiptoe in the refrigerator, and scraps.
No shit.
I eat scraps, or sometimes I eat beans, but I change it up. I don't get dependent on one thing.
Right.
See, beans have bad beans, but then when they get old, they might go sour, but you still eat these sour beans.
After only a few minutes,
brother,
Jimmy gets off track and begins rambling about his life as a truck driver. The ranger waits patiently, and as soon as he is able, he directs the conversation to the altercation that took place between Jimmy, Harvey, and another man in Harvey's mechanic shop the night he went missing.
Thank you.
So then Harvey's still there, right?
Hold on.
Is anybody else still there?
No, Harvey's arguing with Josh.
Okay.
Then I said, man, I was thinking in my mind, I got to go.
You gotta get out of here.
Fuck. He's sitting there, fuck.
He's just freaking out.
But he's maxed all. He's drank for hours. Not no bitch beer.
The hard shit.
Whole vicious shit.
And a lot of
every only thing vicious more than that is 100% moonshine, and it's hard to get that in America, and because you got to get that legally.
Yeah.
But so you can go legally and buy liquor.
Right.
Yeah, the next morning, when
maybe it's because I'm in the country, but it's not hard to get moonshine.
I went to go over there. I was on a scooter, not a tow truck.
Okay.
So I go over there. I seen Keith walking on the hill. So I said, Keith, what's up? I said, well, wow, what's going on? I said, I said, well, are you gonna go to the shop? He said, I can't get in the shop. I said, you got a combination to the shop and everything? So I said, well, he said, I gotta get my screwdriver for the door. I guess the door handle's way outside over here, and the door handle's all the way out the door.
No shit.
And see, look in the door, it's just a hole and just a little something.
It's just like the inside part of the handle.
Yeah, well, listen, said at night he was trying to redo the door handle or something. I mean,
really?
Yeah, you can ask her.
So you're standing there, he's cursing and yelling, pissed off.
I told him, man, I was telling man, it's not that bad, but it's just when he drinks, he goes into. But the shop, sometimes they've been going through hard times, period of time. It's hard, man. They charge Woods County charge people a lot of property tax.
Right.
You know, too. And then when you're not making that much money, it's hard. It affects your things. Dang, work so hard.
Affect your livelihood.
And then,
so you're standing there. Harvey's cursing and yelling.
Inside the place. I can't even go in it.
He's cursing and yelling. I mean, what happens after that? I mean,
I sit there for a long period of time talking to him, just bullshitting with it.
What were y'all talking about?
This really nothing. I said, man, it's not that bad. I said, man, you got to. I was trying to say, I was sitting there and talking. I said, man, you got to keep on going.
Jimmy claims that Harvey had been drinking in his shop after he closed up for the day. Harvey seemed drunker and angrier than usual, so Jimmy decided to just leave him alone and go home. On his way out, Jimmy locked the gate to the mechanic shop, which the ranger finds very strange.
Help me understand why you locked the gate. Why did you lock Harvey inside there? Was he still inside there?
He was still inside the park. So he looked in the door, he was really sitting in the chair.
So he was inside the shop?
Yeah.
When you left, he was inside the shop? Okay. And why would you lock the gate and lock him in there? You know he's going to go home.
But he has a key to the gate.
Right, but why would you lock him in there?
You know why I lock him in there?
Why is that?
Because every time I take cars in there, even at night, if I take a car in there late at night, or if I take a car to Georgetown Muffler or Georgetown Interstate Transmission, or anywhere, I always have one formula. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to lock the gate. I'm not going to leave the gate unlocked.
Right.
What if somebody goes over there and they steals a car out there? You know, then I'm responsible. Well, I say, why didn't you lock the gate?
But you were driving by and the gate was open. And Harvey was there.
But I always lock the gate.
Gotcha. Okay. Have you ever locked Harvey in there before?
Lost me.
And closed the gate and locked him in there before?
No, because he never stays there. Hardly ever.
Okay.
What led police to Jimmy was surveillance footage from a nearby school, showing him leaving Harvey's shop with an object wrapped in a tarp in the back of his truck, roughly the size of a human body. Further investigation using Jimmy's phone GPS led police to a drainage tunnel, where they discovered Harvey's skull fragments and pieces of tarp inside.
Jimmy, they got human blood on your truck.
Jimmy, you're cooked.
Whose is it?
No, Jimmy Dean.
Is it Harvey's?
I don't know, because I haven't did nothing to Harvey, period.
What are we going to do when it comes back positive for Harvey's DNA?
I don't know whose DNA it is.
But once we get it confirmed, and Harvey's, what are we going to do? What are you going to say?
I don't say I didn't do nothing.
How do we explain that?
That indigo tripping guy.
How do we explain his DNA, his blood on the back of your truck, and you there that night?
I didn't do nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say didn't do nothing.
Okay. Well, how do we explain that though?
I don't know, but I know I didn't do nothing.
Well, help me explain. I got to answer that question.
You know what they're thinking, that Harvey's in my trunk of where the tools are.
No,
I mean, we know you
Harvey with the gun, or do I got a AK-47 in it? No, I don't have none.
Right. How do I explain his blood on your truck and you being there? How do I explain that? And then you locking the gate after you leave, locking the owner of his own business, locking him in there with the lock on the outside of the gate.
I always lock the gate.
Come on, Jimmy.
I always lock the gate. I'm gonna tell you, I don't have nothing to do with it. Period. I don't know where he is or not.
Did Melissa? You love Melissa.
I love her.
She loves you. You care about her.
Yeah.
Did she ask you to kill him?
Melissa would never ask me to do nothing like that.
She didn't ask you to do that. Did Josh?
Never.
Did Josh ask you to kill him?
Never. I don't fuck with people like that. I don't even. No, hell no.
So they didn't ask you to do that.
No. I never did nothing. Period.
So help me explain his blood on your truck. You went back over there. You leave and you lock his gate. Help me explain that.
Hold on, bro.
I
didn't get DNA back yet. That's not his blood.
The owner
spinning
shot
that
inside.
Oh, what?
Was Harvey standing on the back of your truck bleeding? Did you get up there and cut his hand and was dripping blood all over the truck?
I don't know. I ain't the only one who drove that truck that day. It was another day, next morning, another guy drove. So
Another day, another
Who
dog
drove
type.
I don't know.
Stop.
His name Rito.
Did he go over to the shop?
No, I don't think so.
Does he know Harvey?
He knows Harvey.
Okay. You understand that I just told you there's a video. From
Yeah.
That's how I knew that you were there and that you backed in and
Yeah, I
came
told you I was there.
Yeah, I know. But you understand how it looks. I mean come on, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You just, dude, don't.
Let me explain this. I did not do nothing.
Okay.
Period.
Then help me explain what I'm finding.
I don't know what was on the back. We told every type of car there is. We told transmission fluid, oil leaks, everything come out of the car. I don't look in the car. That's not my job.
So after you locked the gate and drove out, where did you go right from there?
I went down the road, came around.
Tell me exactly where you went.
You got it on GPS, look.
I'm asking you, Jimmy, where did you go?
No, get on GPS.
What
you're sitting
GPS?
here, you're trying to
What
teach
GPS?
me.
What GPS?
No, look at GPS.
Which GPS?
Look at the truck log.
He's telling you to do your
I'm
job.
asking about the log and the GPS. With GPS on the truck, you're saying?
Yeah, the young guys ain't getting the GPS on the truck.
Okay. So if I look at the GPS and you tell me where you went, I'll be able to match it all up, right?
Now look at the
And
GPS.
just confirm that you're telling the truth, right? My job, if you're telling me the truth, help me show that you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Tell me where you went after you left there, and
Look at the GPS.
Real spill.
I'm asking you, Jimmy, where did you go?
Look at the GPS.
Did you spend the night at Home Depot?
Look at the GPS. I'm not gonna sit here and say this and that, this and that. Look at the GPS. It tells everywhere the truck goes.
Okay. Did you stay in Georgetown, or
You can get the GPS.
what if the GPS isn't working?
The GPS always works. Always.
What if it wasn't working?
It always works. Always.
If it wasn't working, because you know how
What if you
electronics
turned it
fail,
off?
right?
Face
No.
that.
It ain't
I don't think that's how
100%
that works.
accurate. If the GPS failed, how do I find out where you went? I'm asking you, where did you go?
Let the GPS don't fail.
Jimmy, you've been real honest with me, but and about
Nah.
everything we talked about.
No, it's just getting to the point. It's getting to the point. Y'all are saying there was blood on the back. That's what y'all are saying.
Yes.
I don't transport people, and I don't harm people or nothing.
Okay. So help me show that you weren't involved in this, Jimmy. I was talking to the guys earlier, and they told me that the GPS on your truck was not working.
GPS cannot save you, brother.
They all work.
So if it wasn't working,
They all work. All the time.
Except yours.
Jimmy, I'm trying to help you here.
Man,
If you weren't involved in this, help me show that you weren't involved in this.
I wasn't involved. Simple. I said I wasn't involved. That's all that matters.
Okay. So if you weren't
Can't show you
involved,
anything.
tell me where you were after you left, so I can go and corroborate what you're telling me to show that you weren't involved in it. Tell me where you went after you left.
I left and went to sleep.
Okay. You parked your truck like you
That's a horrible
like you always
tell.
do, and you slept in your truck. Where did you sleep? What parking lot?
I'm gonna leave it at that.
You do a
I'm
better
tired
at
of dealing.
saying,
I've asked.
I
I
wouldn't
went
know
over
who
it
the
so many
Ross
times ago. I'm tired of dealing with it.
So Jimmy, what happened here is you come up with a bunch of lies.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. And now that I got you showing that you're being untruthful, you don't want to talk anymore.
No, I'm just tired of asking questions over and over. Because if you ever do take it to court or convict somebody else, it's going to be this story is inconsistencies. That's why
There's no inconsistencies.
At least you know you got
Jimmy, I'm asking you one question
I
right
told
now.
you
That's
what
right.
happened.
I'm asking you one question. Where did you go after you left the shop? There's no inconsistency. Just tell me where you went.
I don't have to tell you that.
You don't have to tell me. But if
Facts.
you tell me where you went,
I mean, you could have asked for
and
a
you
word,
went to,
like
let's say, Home
22
Depot and went to
minutes
sleep,
gave.
I can help corroborate what you're telling me and show that you weren't involved, right?
I'm just tired of dealing with it, man. Tired of dealing with it.
You're shutting down, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know I am because I'm
Yeah.
tired. No, I'm just tired. I'm done talking about it, man. Y'all ain't
I
harassing
don't like
nobody
you
else.
guys.
Nobody's harassing
That's
you.
what it feel like, bruh.
I've talked to the one that's running the show tons of time.
I ain't played heads up, 7-Up since I was in
You know,
elementary
clear your
school.
name, Jimmy?
man.
Come on.
What's going on here?
If you weren't involved, help me out
I
here.
told you, I am not involved. Simple to the point. I don't like to talk one person and talk to another. That's how inconsistencies get. And you know, that's what's fucked up.
As long as you're telling the truth, Jimmy, there's
We
not going
only
to be
talking
any
to you though.
inconsistencies.
Factual. What the hell?
You understand? It's very simple.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Like, just keep your story consistent. I don't know why you're not weaving the story while you're crying.
You run ballistics on me. I don't carry no gun. I'm not selling drugs. If speeding on the road is a crime, send me to jail.
If you and Harvey
crimes also
got into a fight,
said selling drugs and speeding. Like, nigga, those are crimes.
If you and Harvey got into a fight and you had to defend yourself because you was enraged, that's one thing, okay? If you killed him in cold blood, that's another thing, okay? I don't think that you did that, Jimmy.
I didn't do nothing.
Okay, listen to me.
Hold on.
I do not believe that you killed Harvey in cold blood. All right? Listen to me. The way you described him a few minutes ago, enraged, drunk, pissed off, that concerns me. You understand?
He's inside the office.
Right. Now, if y'all got into an altercation and he's instigated it, Jimmy.
You see?
Listen to me. If he instigated it and you're defending yourself, that's a whole nother story. But I got to know the details. You see what I'm saying? You got to share how it went down.
There was nothing that went down. Nothing, period. I've never hurt that man. I have never done nothing to that man.
Somebody left. Jimmy,
now is the time.
That nigga need a Zyrtec.
I've explained myself to you. I've talked about it. I'm just tired. I'm shutting down. I'm tired of dealing with it.
Jimmy Schwerner will now spend about 60 years behind bars for the death of Georgetown businessman Harvey Huber. Huber was the owner of Huber Auto Repair in Georgetown, right by Georgetown High School, a shop he's had in the area for decades. Huber was originally reported missing back in February of 2020, which sparked a massive search of the area. Texas EquiSearch also getting involved to find Huber. The following month, Jimmy Schwerner, an acquaintance of Huber, was arrested, and more light was shed on Huber's fate. In court documents, it states surveillance video from Georgetown High School captured Schwerner's tow truck pulling into Huber's shop late at night and leaves with an object wrapped in a tarp. An object consistent in size with being a human corpse. About a mile and a half away on the opposite side of 35, police found skull fragments, which matched Huber's DNA in this drainage tunnel. The document goes on to say Schwerner was having an affair with Huber's wife and asked on several occasions to divorce Huber. The day Huber disappeared, his wife and Schwerner met nearby the tunnel. Schwerner was charged with murder and tampering a human corpse. On Thursday, Schwerner met for a pretrial hearing, where he agreed to take a plea deal and confess.
Brother, why am I not hearing nothing about the wife? You just said that they met together at the tunnel. That sounds like collusion. Also, brother, no box on the planet is that good. Not murder box, I'm telling you. Not send me away for 60-year box. It's impossible. There's no way. I don't care what's going on. 60-year box. Boy, never.
Confessed to the murder.
Despite accepting a plea deal and admitting to his guilt, Jimmy never gave details into how or why Harvey was murdered. To this day, the location of Harvey's body is still a mystery.
Damn, that's sad. Rest in peace, Mr. Harvey. A local business owner, so he probably was doing good in the community as well. It's a sad story. Little buddy, I don't know. Like, is it like a super simp case? Is the wife involved? I pray not, but hey, I can't put it past nobody. Not nowadays. Jimmy tripping, bro. Can you explain to me, Jimmy, why you was thinking with your dick to the umph degree? No explanation. But she must have been doing crazy tricks, brother. I'm talking about like, I'm telling you, bro. You're 54. No, he was 48. My bad, brother. You're gonna get out at 108. If that's even the case, crazy decision making, or lack thereof, whichever one fits the bill. That's the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, share your thoughts on the video in the comment section below. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I drop videos on this channel. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe, y'all.
Baby, slide by to my mind.